I'm Cesar Delgado from Back Roads of Illinois podcast. Welcome to the show with us. I am joined with Chip Nellinger for Blue Reef Finance in Morton, Illinois. How are you today, Chip? You're welcome to the show once again for this afternoon.
Doing well, Caesar. I hope you're doing well too. We had interesting markets in report today.
Let's talk about world agricultural supply and demand estimate report on this morning. Could you recap of the report from this morning for us?
Yeah, we had an update on yields and carryout and world numbers today. And I think going into this report, the market was fearful that yields would go up on both corn and beans. And at the end of the day, what we saw was an 0.8 of a bushel cut in corn yields to 173. Half a bushel cut to bean yields down to 49.6. That dropped the corn carryout by 110 million bushels to 2.111 billion, unchanged on bean carryout at 220 million. The world carryout was all on the low end of expectations, especially beans. Beans came in at 115.62 million metric tons on the world carryout. That was almost 4 million, I guess 3 million tons below the lowest estimate. And so that gave the bean market a little bit of firepower today. Corn and wheat were higher as well. And so I think at the end of the day, it was far from the worst case scenario that the market had feared, and that was rising.
Now, how is in the livestock market for today and hog markets?
Yeah, the cattle market closed higher. We had a pretty ugly start to the week in cattle, and then the cash market traded higher than expected yesterday, and it really shot the market higher. We followed through higher today. So October live cattle were up 90 at 185.40. The Decembers were up 82 at 187.80. November feeders were strong, up 157 at 253.57. And the hogs were a little bit mixed. October's about to go off the board here. They closed down a nickel at 82.10, but the Decembers were up 12 at 70.10. So the hog market's kind of just stabilized, looking for some more news. And the cash market has the cattle complex screaming higher this week.
Finally, what is going on in the stock market in New York with the world?
Yeah, we've had a little bounce in the stock market this week. Surprisingly, it's had kind of a downdraft here, relatively speaking, over the last couple of months. But today, in particular, we're down. You've got currently down about 230 points in the stock market. You had an inflation report out this morning that was a little bit higher than expected. You also have all this stuff going on in the world as far as Russia, Ukraine, and the Israel situation, and that has people a little bit nervous. So stock market having a little bit of an ugly day today, but it has had a recent rally over the last few trading sessions, and a lot going on that could affect it news-wise with all the stuff going on geopolitically in the world.
Is there anything would you like to go to be telling the farmers with the puts and call in this time?
Well, I would just remind everybody, there's good carry in the market on corn and beans both, meaning the deferred contracts are quite a bit higher. I think that we need to be in the mode of looking to sell rallies on stored bushels. By rallies, I mean, maybe if you see the December corn contract up into the 510 to 520 range would push your March up into the 530 to 540 range. I think that's a good spot to maybe be starting to unload some corn and beans. I think if you get beans back up towards 1350 or above, it's probably an area to be laying into.
This is Chip Nellinger on Back Roads of Illinois podcast with Caesar Delgado today. From Back Roads of Illinois, I am Caesar Delgado. Have a good day.